Hello everyone. An exceptional greeting to all our stakeholders. Today, we have this presentation as part of our commitment to you and also to welcome new future investors of our company Johnson& Johnson. About Johnson& Johnson, as part of the world's largest and most broadly based healthcare company, comprised of customer health, pharmaceuticals, and medical devices, we are committed to using our reach and size for good every day. Strategic decision-making is essential for companies to prospect and investors, so we ask you to be part of us as we dive into the world of economical indicators and their implication for Johnson& Johnson. You know, Johnson& Johnson is the leader of the healthcare industry in the world. First of all, uh, let's explore the economical environment for strategic planning to Johnson& Johnson. This is going to be the table of the gross domestic product. It have a lot of numbers, but it's a crucial indicators or for the economy. I think it's the backbone. It is the backbone of the economy. The GDP, if you prefer, is a growth influence customer spending and healthcare investment. The total GDP of the oil industry show a general increase trend over the 5 years. If you see here, this is the total of the GDP or the GDP of the oil industries. So if you see the 2018, you can see a number of $2.48 billion. This is going to be the GDP of the Canadian economy. For the other years is increased, but if you see the last one is the in 2022 is 2.1 is almost 2.2 billion dollars. So if you is increased threat over the 5 years. If you want to see the sectorial analysis, first of all, the real estate here over here and the manufacturing contribute significantly to the Canada's GDP, but not less important, the healthcare and social assistance sector is show one of the most important indicators in the Canadian company. And if you see over the last the 5 years, uh, over the 5 years is increasing all the time. So why are we talking about healthcare and social assistance? Because Johnson and Johnson as part of this sector. So it's important to talk about this industry, the healthcare and social assistance. That is a one important sector of the GDP economic Canadian economy. Um, to complement the last slide, as you can see this graphic, the healthcare industry went from 153 billion dollars in 2018. This number is for 2018 to 169 billion dollars in 2022, which represent this number represent an increase of 2.5 average increase. But we want to know that we know probably that in by the end of the 2023, we expect to be close this number increase close than 3%. That means that the GDP of these sectors will be approximately in $174 billion. So it's coming increase for 2023. As you can see, the macroeconomical environment of the sector in the Canadian economy was very positive, is very positive. On the other hand, the company figures are even more optimistic. Some radios show a very healthy finance structure. For example, the EBITDA is one. The net income and the net profit margin. The earnings per share, of course, if you see every one of these radios increase uh, is increased from the last year. These numbers is from 2022, but if you see if you compare it from 2021, these numbers increase. What happened with the revenue and operating expenses? These numbers decrease if you compare it to 2022, but it's what for one reason. It was for the acquisition from Apiomed. Apiomed is a cardiovascular medical technology company. But in 2023 and the following years, income will grow compared to previous years. So the company revenue, if you see, decrease 4.65%, but the revenue of the Johnson & Johnson in the 2022 was $78 billion. So it's a huge number. So we expect for the end of the 2023 this number increase, and if you compare it 2023 to 2022, this number increase is going to be positive. So it's optimistic for our Johnson & Johnson indicators. And finally, we can be told that all our stakeholders have placed their trust in the company for many years. When analyzing this graph of the behavior of Johnson & Johnson shares with a favorable trends in the last 30 years from 2020 and 1990, in the previous months, the average share price in the New York Stock Exchange was $160 per share. So nothing puts your investment in our company at risk. On the contrary, situation like COVID caused some sectors of the economy to experience significant declines, while other sectors, like our sector, demonstrate resilience and even growth. For the vaccines, like Johnson & Johnson vaccines to the COVID-19. And so we want to assure you that by review the economic data to support this projection, Johnson & Johnson can still in confident in investors' regards in the company's future performance. So we want to say thank you to all for trust in us. Thank you so much. Our group, it's Veronica Reyes, Andrea Pinilla, Giselle Diaz, and Julian Rincon. Thank you again.